It's her dream. Whether she comes from the city or from the country. It's been her dream to guide her high school team to a state championship. She's seen those who had came before her, watching while they took the court, dreaming of making that shot, that pass, that block, and joining her teammates and coaches when together they hoisted the gold ball. The work she has put in, the sacrifices she has made, the hundreds of hours alone in the gym, in a driveway, in a barn, nothing matches the feeling, nothing matches the pride of knowing you are forever part of something special, something tangible, something people can see, touch, and say. I remember her when she played. Tonight, hearts swell. Hearts are broken. Dreams continue. Dreams restart. And sadly, some dreams end. And for her, watch and see as her dream is played out live in front of those in person. And those around the state, around the country, even around the world. It's WIAA Girls Basketball Playoffs. And it's on W7 right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mishicot. Tonight we have a actual pregame show, something we've been promising and haven't been able to deliver. But we are here, 100% free, 100% live with the pregame show. About another 12 minutes before the kids, actually not 12, about another 6 minutes before the kids take the floor. Andy is helping some folks out, and we'll be right back. Lots of things to cover tonight. We brought the W7 pep band along with us this evening, so we'll be able to sprinkle that in once the kids take the floor here. Andy is now back and joining us. Hopefully now we can put some rest to the pregame show, Andy. We have finally delivered on a W7 pregame show.
6:34.
Hey, but we went live with the intros and everything right at 6:30. So we were able to deliver on that. Happy to be here.
We are on the money here tonight. Sectional semifinal here in Mishicot, brought to you by W7. Connor, the first thing I want to talk about is even more than the game. W7 and Gary, right? He's girls athletics all over the state. He puts together intro, highlight kind of video today. I mean, I couldn't even think about anything but tonight after.
I tell you what, I got that. Gary sent it out to myself and the G-Town crew, and he said opening credits or highlights, and you listen to it, and you couldn't help but be jacked up and ready to take the floor. How could you not watch that and be ready to take the floor?
Any team across the state. It didn't matter if you were Mishicot, if you were Germantown,
exactly,
if you were St. Mary's, if you were Beaver Dam. it didn't matter. The video just got you going. I mean, it was phenomenal. And for Gary to hook us up here tonight, we've got another a game here for you, sectional semifinal here in Mishicot, a Big East North matchup, or opponent at least, a Big East North opponents here in the Zephyrs of St. Mary's and the Indians of Mishicot. It's going to be a fun night. And we'll get as many fans in here as we can, but I expect it to be raucous and loud.
Yeah, I can't help but think, just the change in atmosphere from a year ago. We're down in Kohler. Even the last 2 years, we're down in Kohler. It is, tickets at Kohler are completely sold out. Fans are pouring in. They opened up the doors at 6 o'clock last year, and by about 6:10, the bleachers were completely filled. Obviously, a little different circumstances here this year. Fans slowly trickling in, but like you said, hey, it's going to be a full capacity to what we were allowed.
Yeah, I expect it to be loud, intense, raucous right from the start.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually hoping we're seated right here next to where they're going to designate the student section for St. Mary's.
So we can get some good audio
so
from there, hopefully.
I'm hoping we can get the good student field section and go from there. Well,
I peeked down here. I see Mishicot. They're sitting by the doors. They're just about ready to go.
Yeah, let's see if we can't take a quick peek in on there, going wrong way with the camera. So there, right over there's Mr. Orlich, our
superintendent,
principal, high school principal, kind of.
Can you peek at the other door? Can you get a camera over there? I'm not sure. Mishicot fans will
coming in,
trickle in here.
Yeah, let's see if we can't get over there.
And that's another thing that we can bring up now. It's a good time for it here on the pregame. Is not only are these girls students during the day, right? They're athletes with practice every night, a couple hours, right? At a high level, obviously. We're sitting here in a sectional semifinal. And then on top of that, they have to be ticket masters.
Yeah.
They're running things like Ticket King here and wondering who's going to get tickets, who's going to be left out, who's going to be sad, who's going to be mad. And it's not even fair to them. They've got a game to play that they have to worry about, and they're sitting here worrying about tickets. And it comes along with it, and I wouldn't expect anything less from these kids and what's on their shoulders. But it's just another responsibility we put on them to deal with. And I think it's pretty astounding.
Hey, looks like we're going to have a little student section here. We got a couple of St. Mary's
here.
Trickling in nice. I saw the athletic director from Hilbert is in the house.
Yep.
So going to be a nice little crowd. And that's the other thing, going back to Kohler last year, you had just about every coach from the Big East was at that game, brought some of their kids. It was an awesome atmosphere.
Yes, it was.
Great thing to be part of.
And I'm down on the baseline for that game. Great seat. Got there early. Visited some Kohler establishment before that, probably.
Yep.
But you get there, and there's kids from Montcalli. There's kids from Oostburg sitting behind us. We're talking to, I think it was Alex Voskel, and they're there watching this game. And they go, we're cheering for Mishicot. Howard's Grove's our rival. We're going for Mishicot.
Yep.
And
we're gonna
just the fans pouring in from all over was amazing. So we won't quite have that atmosphere tonight, but again, like we said, it should be everyone that can make noise sure will here tonight, and we should have a good matchup. These teams, Connor, met obviously twice, both Big East North teams here. So they met twice this year. The first time was on January 15th at St. Mary's. Mishicot took that game 76-42. Okay.
The big thing to note there, though, was Jaden Voster's number 21, St. Mary's pick. Got in some foul trouble early, and wasn't.
So the way that one broke down, Desiree Kleiman at 21 that game, and here we got the girls coming in. I'm gonna stop talking to see if we can get a cam on that and get that going. We are here for sectional playoff time, baby. We are ready to roll.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
And the good thing here is Mishicot's been here, right? They went through the sectionals last year. They know what it's like. Now, that's a neutral site. Last year, the sectional semi was in
Kohler.
That was Kohler against Howard's Grove. And
Last
then the
2 years
final
it's been
was
in Kohler.
Hartford.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's actually the fourth consecutive year that Mishicot's been in this game, sectional semifinal. Played Manitowoc Lutheran
At
1 year
Sheboygan North.
at Sheboygan North.
Yep.
That year, Manitowoc Lutheran went on to state.
And I'm going to say this, but if Desiree Kleiman doesn't tear her ACL, Mishicot's going to state that year.
Yeah. Well, hey, we pep band's late getting in, but here they are.
Derek Tauschik's got everything lined up for me here. Derek Tauschik here on the stats for us on W7. The fans start pouring in, and it's feeling like playoff basketball.
Yep.
But again, Mishicot's been here. They know this game. They haven't had this sectional semi on their home court, but it's a little bit different this year. With both teams kind of getting the same amount of attendance. It's nearly a neutral court. You just feel a little bit more comfortable on your rims, your court. So hopefully that advantage goes to Mishicot tonight. But these two teams know each other well. Mishicot took the first two, and you know what they say. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a year. Whether you're playing football, basketball, lacrosse, cricket, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, very, very much so. I think, at the end of the day, both teams know each other very well, and it's just going to come down to there's no secrets between the two teams. Not much has changed between the teams these last 2 years, so you're looking at really the 5th matchup in 2 years. Basically, it's gone 3-1 in favor of Mishicot. This one, obviously, is going to carry a little bit more weight.
And the one win for St. Mary's, Desiree Kleiman was out of that ball game.
Carly Ayotte we just got in the news that she, it might have been the night before that she had tore her ACL. We weren't entirely sure on that, so practice.
So not to make excuses.
No.
St. Mary's played a heck of a ball game that night, but just some context to it. So that first game again, January 15th at St. Mary's. Desiree Kleiman goes for 21, Allie McCarter goes for 17, and Kaylee Toluchko goes for 10. On St. Mary's side of scoring, their top 3 scorers, Sienna Anderson with 11, Greta Norville with 8, and Chloe Vogel with only 6 points. And Chloe Vogel comes into tonight's contest leading the Zephyrs in scoring at 17.4 points per game. So Mishicot did a bang-up job on that, holding her to 6. You go to the second contest, Connor. That one's just 10 days later, January 25th, here in Mishicot. Mishicot comes out, they get to win 73-54. Nearly the same scoring margin for Mishicot. St. Mary's came with a little bit more firepower, but a good balanced attacks from Mishicot. Desiree Kleiman goes for 15. Kylie Schmidt, the all-time leading scorer here for Mishicot. I didn't even mention her in the first game. She went only for 10 points that night. Abby Garceau with 9 and Kaylee Toluchko with 8. And the Zephyrs brought Lily Griffith with 11, Julia Knackers with 10, and Ava Staler with 9. I believe Chloe Vogel was out that game.
Yeah, I was looking back, doing the prep this week for the game. I was looking back, and then it was confirmed. Mike was able to confirm it with us at their all-conference meeting. They went through basically a stretch there, January 12th through January 25th. They lost 4 games in a row. So that 4 of their 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 of their 9 losses claimed right in there when Chloe Vogel was out with a COVID protocol.
And again, she comes in averaging a stout 17.4 points per game.
Yep.
Their second best scorer is Jaden Foster's at just 12.7. So that's almost a 5-point difference there when Chloe Vogel is out. So, and Mishicot's got the defenders absolutely to match up with her, but she's a threat that they need on the floor. The Zephyrs do.
Absolutely. Hey, we are going to take a quick break in the pregame. Keep it right here. Pep band is up and running. They're sounding great. And we will be right back with you. All right, we are back live with you. 6:30 left to go before opening inbound. 6:30 left to go before the opening inbound here in Mishicot. Should be a decent matchup between the number 1 state-ranked Mishicot and St. Mary's, who comes into the contest with only losses to Howard's Grove. 2 to Mishicot, 2 to Howard's Grove. Good loss to a Division III Xavier team who is in the sectional round tonight. Wabena Leona, who stepped out in a regional final. And they also lost to St. Mary's Springs, who lost to a very, very good Winnebago Lutheran Academy team in a regional semifinal.
Yeah, Connor, and I've got Oostburg, Winnebago Lutheran up here, a Division III matchup in the sectionals. That's one we're going to keep our eye on tonight. We've got Howard's Grove, and who does Howard's Grove have tonight?
Howard's Grove is playing Dominican
Whitefish Bay.
Yep.
So we'll keep an eye on that one, and then of course the other half of this sectional, Crandon and Randolph. We will have an eye on that one here all night. Mishicot gets ready right in front of us. Kylie Schmidt gets ready here, straps him up. The all-time leading scorer at Mishicot, right behind her, number 4, Desiree Kleiman. 1,000 points in the regional semifinal. She hit that. We were lucky enough to be able to call it. She gets ready to go. Fellow senior Callie Krieger right behind her, 23, looks to have a big night. And that's a big point here tonight. What does St. Mary's come out and do defensively? Do you sit in a zone? Because we saw what Roncalli came out and did, and Mishicot was just able to hammer the offensive boards after offensive boards after offensive boards. So St. Mary's obviously watched that game. What do you come out and do against Mishicot in this attack, Connor?
Yeah, obviously you're going to try to take away Schmidt and Kleiman. They've had success in the first 2 matchups in taking away Schmidt. And really was, but she did a great job facilitating in that game. When I go back and watch that one on film, and everybody else did a phenomenal job stepping up. And Allie McCardle step up for points. Abby Garceau, Callie Krieger a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what they come out and do. They could play a little bit of everything, a little bit of 2-3, a little 1-3-1. I seen they put together.
Yep,
they put together
played
on
some
film.
1-3-1 against Howard's Grove.
That got them back in the game, kept them competitive. Howard's Grove pulled away late. So we'll see what they come out in. They've played some box and 1 in the past. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little triangle and 2. Maybe they were working on that. But they're going to have to keep, Mishicot probably into the low 50s, low to mid 50s in order to have a chance at this one. They themselves are averaging about 64.5 points a game. Mishicot up around 68. So if this game gets in the 60s or 70s, both teams have a chance. But I think if you're St. Mary's, you're going to be a lot more comfortable if you see Mishicot on pace for that 50 range.
Yeah, and you look at St. Mary's attack here. Obviously, you have Chloe Vogel at 17.4, Foster's at 12.7, and then you've got about 4 girls hovering around that 7-6 point range. So I don't expect Mishicot to come out in anything other than their man-to-man and just man up athlete on athlete and say good luck. If Mishicot has shown some zone look this year, just to change it up if they're not playing well, to force the hand. But I fully expect them to come match up athlete on athlete and say, come beat us. And it should be a good test, a good matchup. St. Mary's is ready to go here. They got a big win against another conference rival in Hilbert in the regional final, and that was at Hilbert after Hilbert gets the 1 seed. And St. Mary's comes in rolling. They're hot, and they're going to look to test Mishicot here tonight in what is usually a neutral crowd at a sectional event is here in Mishicot. But it's the same tickets for each squad. It'll be the same noise for each squad. Other than the court and the rims in your favor at home, there's not much other of a home court advantage.
Yep.
So we're about 1:43 to go here, almost set for starting lineups and national anthem. Again, thanks to W7 and Gary for getting us hooked up here. Connor Dubois and Andy Scarda ready to give you the call. Derek Tauschik on the stats here for us. Sectional semifinal here in Mishicot. The Zephyrs of St. Mary's will take on the Indians of Mishicot. And we should have a dandy here this evening.
Yep, hey, just over a minute left to go. We're going to bring you national anthem starting lineups, everything you've come to know and love from W7. I'm going to hand it over to one of my 8th graders to try and run some production work real quickly. Yeah, you know those young kids, they're up to date on their technology. I'm going to get out on the floor for national anthem and some starting lineups, and we'll be back.
Basketball fans who honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats and place your hands over your heart for the playing of the national anthem. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Mishicot High School, home of the Indians. Tonight, the Mishicot Indians play host to the St. Mary's Catholic Zephyrs. This is a Division IV sectional semi-final basketball game. The Mishicot Indians, the St. Mary's Catholic Zephyrs, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Basketball fans, we thank you for observing social distancing and making every effort to keep our players healthy it's time to meet the start teams. First, we welcome our visitors, the St. Mary's Catholic Zephyrs. Anytime? Yeah, go. Starting at one guard, she's a 5'3" junior. Number 1, Lily Griffith. Starting at guard is a 5'9" senior. Number 4, Ava Staylor. Starting at guard is a 5'6" senior. Number 12, Julia Knackers. Starting at forward is a 5'11" junior. Number 21, Jaden Voster. And starting at forward is a 5'8" sophomore. Number 25, Chloe Vogel. The rest of the varsity members of the St. Mary's Catholic Zephyrs. The Zephyrs are coached by Jeff Chu. He's assisted by Jubilee Lauterborn, Dave Hahn, Brian Julius, and Jack Lauterborn.
You guys don't need a mint on the court.
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Mishicot Indians. Starting at one guard is a 6-foot senior, number 4, Desiree Kleiman. At guard is a 5'8" junior, number 11, Allie McCardle. At guard is a 5'7" senior, number 21, Abby Garceau. At guard is a 5'9" senior, number 23, Kelly Krieger. And at forward is a 5'11" senior, number 31, Kylie Schmidt. The rest of the varsity members of the Mishicot Indians. The Indians are coached by Mike Garceau, assisted by Scott Willems, Val Rosenow, and Kelsey Wilford. Introducing tonight's officials. Please welcome Donald Van Dorsen, Scott Van Den Heuvel, and Ben Leibel. Here we go.
All right, here in Mishicot, starting lineups, national anthem in the books. We've got a side out to start things. Mishicot with possession. Skip pass over to Garceau. Early three on the way. It's up.
Abby Garceau for 3.
Abigail Garceau. The Indians take an early 3-0 lead, pushing things out for St. Mary's into the front court. Again, the Zephyrs are led by number 25, Chloe Vogel, 17.4 points per game. The Indians smother on defense. Schmidt with the steal. Krieger's out and running. To Garceau, short corner. No good. Rebound to Vogel. She'll corral it. Give it up to number 4, Ava Staylor for the Zephyrs. Here, early Indians 3-0. We'll get a scoreboard up quick for you here on W7.
Basket for number 21, Jaden Foster.
For the Zephyrs, number 21, Jaden Foster. She comes into the game second leading scorer for St. Mary's, 12.7 points per game. Into the half court here for the Indians. Swing around to Garceau. She'll hit Cherry Dr. Pepper. Kleiman comes through the lane. Didn't call the foul, but they'll give it out of bounds to Mishicot. Indians with a baseline out of bounds. Garceau over the top to Kleiman. Back to Garceau. She fires away just off the mark. Offensive rebound, Cherry Dr. Pepper. Swing around to Kleiman. She looks inside. Let's give it to the all-time leading scorer. Kick out Krieger. Good!
Kelly Krieger!
Schmidt. Little inside-out game. Senior Kelly Krieger hits the J. 5-2 Mishicot in the early going. 16:25 to go. First half. Launch from the Zephyrs. That's off the mark. One and done. Krieger the rebound. She'll push ahead to McCardle. McCardle into the front court. Good decision. Back Krieger. They'll have patience, work the offense. St. Mary's comes out in man-to-man here against Mishicot. Up to McCardle, they'll get the foul call.
Foul call number 4.
McCardle will head to the line for 2, Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Number 11, Allie McCardle at the line.
Her grandparents probably tuned in since 5:30. We went live at 6:30
It's not Dr. Pepper, but I got a little
We got a
cherry
little wild
Pepsi.
cherry Pepsi here. Connor DuBois drinks it up. Allie comes into the game shooting a great free throw percentage. She's off on the first. And the second's up and good. There's the reverse of a jinx. I told her she's been shooting good. She drills it. 6-2 here in the early going. Connor DuBois settles in here with myself, Andy Scarda. We've got sectional semifinal matchup live on W7 in Mishicot. The Indians take on the Zephyrs. Vogel with an offensive rebound for St. Mary's. They'll get a reload. 6-2, 15:40 to go here in the first half.
Well, a lot of defensive pressure being paying attention. Number 21.
Jaden Vosters.
Vosters there. Yeah, they're almost leaving number 1, Lily Griffin, open at times.
And she actually led them in scoring their second game. She hit a couple threes with 11 points in the second contest between these two. Again, Big East North opponents here, meeting for the third time. Terry Risch, our athletic director, gives us a good, and that basket is good. That's number 12, Julia Knackers, coming in at 6.9 points per game. 6-4, Mishicot pushes, Krieger settles down, Cherry Dr. Pepper. Look inside, Kleiman right hand, no good, but an offensive rebound. Krieger had a great game on the offensive glass last game. Vogel gets one up, it's out, and...
We're going to call it tip.
Yep, it'll be possession to St. Mary's.
Hey, we got a nice student section on hand here for Mishicot.
Hey, we've got a check-in here. Oostburg with an early 6-2 lead over with Winnebago Lutheran.
Undefeated Winnebago Lutheran.
Undefeated Winnebago. 6-2 in that sectional semi-matchup at Oostburg. We'll keep our eyes on Crandon and Randolph all night. The other half of this sectional, that in the early going is Randolph 6, Crandon 3 down in Randolph.
Good patience there. Nice cut by Krieger.
Up and no
Got to get those to go. This time of year, those have to go.
And Krieger hit a big baseline jumper here to start. Can't get that to go on a great cut. Inside Vosters.
No good.
Rebound putback.
That rebound, that's probably the first time this postseason that the Indians have been out-rebounded here in the early going.
McCardle, good look inside. She's up and good. Carry on. 8-6, Mishicot with the lead. And Allie, you know, we've said it in a couple games before, Connor, but she can be a huge X factor. St. Mary's looking for
Julia
their X
Knackers.
factor theirself. Knackers with 4 early points.
Little full court pressure here by St. Mary's.
I don't expect the pressure to bother Mishicot too much. Patient here in the front court. Allie, nice decision. Let's hit Schmidt. And count the basket. Kylie Schmidt, the all-time leading scorer here at Mishicot, number 31. And that's girls and boys, Mr. DuBois, the all-time leading scorer. Schmidt will go to the line for the N1, 10-8, 13:20 to go in the first half. And that is Schmidt's first 2 points of the ball game again. Mishicot, really the last handful of games.
Well, he's at a 1 for 3 now on from the charity stripe.
Yes, 1 for 3. Allie went 1 of 2. Kylie misses the N1. Look for them to settle in. Maybe a little nerves here. You're at home. A little bit different story. Vosters playing well here in the early going for St. Mary's. She'll draw the foul on Schmidt. Her first, team's first. Foster's at the line for St. Mary's. Foster's comes in at 57% from the free throw line. And again, their second leading scorer for the Zephyrs. Shot is up and good on the free throw, 10-9. Tight one here in the early going. Again, that pressure. Light, nothing too heavy. Mishicot takes their time. Let's hit middle. Krieger into the front court.
Nice cut there by Kleiman. Find her again.
Look, that right hand
got a little too
won't
deep.
go. Another offensive rebound for Krieger. Mishicot gets the reload. Cherry Dr. Pepper inside. Let's hit Schmidt.
Need somebody here in that opposite baseline. That's a K-Dallas spot.
Yeah, she'll probably get a call here early. On the line was Kleiman. That turnover goes in favor to St. Mary's. 10-9, Mishicot with a 1-point lead. 6-4 in Oostburg as they hold a 2-point lead over Winnebago Lutheran. And Crandon takes an early, Randolph takes an early 10-5 lead over Crandon. We'll get a Howard's Grove update to you soon, getting settled in here. And we've got a second foul called on the Indians. That's a first on that's going to go on Garceau. Her first. Mishicot comes in with the 4 seniors in the starting lineup. And the 1 junior in Allie McCardle. A polished, accomplished senior class here for the Indians. That one's given up to Kleiman. She comes racing down left side. She'll be up and she'll be good. First 2 for Kleiman. The mask comes off. The mask is ripped, and we've got to delay a game. Hey, this is the first time I've seen this all year, Mr. DuBois. We've got a mask ripped. It won't go back on. Let's get her a new one. We've got to delay a game of mask. I think both teams could use it high intensity here from the start.
Yep. Free timeout here, a little 30-seconder. Hey, working on getting the clock up for you guys. 12:04 left to go.
All right, St. Mary's comes in. 12-9, Mishicot with the 3-point lead. Into the half court for St. Mary's. Swing around Vogel, 25, the leading scorer. Little skip pass, short corner, buckets up, and Foster's flies in there. Takes out Schmidt. No call, but the Indians will corral the rebound. Dr. Pepper up and good. Chariot.
That might trigger an early timeout here from Coach Chu and the Zephyrs.
14-9 Mishicot. Into the front court is St. Mary's. 11:28 to go. Swing around. Look to number 12.
A bit of a travel there.
Knackers.
Blocked by Krieger.
Defense.
And they're off and running again. It looks like Mishicot here. They want to really set the pace. Push the ball. Nice run by Schmidt. Got it. There's going to be your timeout by Coach Jeff Chu and the St. Mary Catholic Zephyrs.
11-11, Mr. DuBois. Make a wish.
Hey, we're going to take it with them and enjoy the pep band.
Band action here. Pep band is going and strong here in Mishicot. There's another
Back-to-back
block
by
for
Krieger. Yes.
16-9.
They're out there filling corners. They're pushing the ball well right now. The Indians are.
On that last
They're getting this open cutter right here.
On that last transition bucket.
Cherry on for 3. No good.
Krieger goes to the corner. Schmidt cuts to the block. Easy 2 for Mishicot. Man, Foster's is really pushing the issue here for St. Mary's. She's been their most aggressive player here, and she'll get another call here. That's the first on McCardle. 3rd team foul. Foster's will go into the line. Again, she shoots 57% on the year from the line. That one's up and no good. And 43 of 75 on the year, so she's got shot a good amount. The only one leading her in attempts is Chloe Vogel, who shoots 68%. Foster's second one is up.
Hit the
it
wire.
hits the strap, and that will be out of play. No go, out of bounds, 16-9. Mishicot will get possession. And I believe we had a lane violation.
Yeah, they're going to call a lane violation on the Indians, so
I'm not sure who it was on, but Foster's will get another shot. In a touch early for the Indians. Foster's does not take advantage. Rebound Schmidt. She gets up. She pushes herself. Man, the Indians are really looking to push the tempo here.
Here's Kay Dalla.
Skip inside. Kaylee with the handle
Got it.
up and good. Kay Dalla.
If I missed that basket.
4-2. 18-9. Mishicot doubles them up here in the early going. 10:25 to go. Mackers through the lane. She gives it to Staler. Good hands by the Indians. Tipped out of bounds.
I think for the Indians, you know they're going to come in. You're going to get their best shot out of St. Mary's. He's done a nice job weathering the early storm. Now, if you can just win break the game down in the 3-4 minute segments. You win each of those the rest of the way, you're in great shape.
And the Indians look to do just that. First sub of the night here. Toluchka checked in for McCardle. And Toluchka's been playing some really good ball for the Indians. The last 10, 12 games settled in here in her sophomore year. Good battle there on the rebounds. St. Mary's is not shying away, but the Indians come up with it. Climbing ahead. Just off the mark. The Zephyrs will clear. 18-9 here, 9:47 to go. Just a step late there, but Vosters doesn't make them pay.
Yep.
Toluchka's a step late stepping over on that defense, especially with Vosters. She's been the aggressor here early on. Inside Kleiman. She'll go up. She'll go in for two. Desiree Kleiman.
Hey, so out of that last timeout, even though it's called by St. Mary's, I think Coach Garceau is emphasizing rebounding. Last 3 or 4 possessions have been one and dones.
And they're attacking the offensive boards real well. They're going to follow a call on Toluchka. She just got to get a step sooner, close them off. She's had some nice blocks in this postseason, but you get against these a little bit more athletic, a little bit better teams that know how to go at you, you're going to get that follow call. So first on Toluchka, fourth on the team. At the line for the Zephyrs is number 10, Audrey Norville. She comes in shooting 60% from the line. She hits the first, 20-10 here in the early going. (9:14 to go. Second one is up and no good. McCardle back in.
Has it poked away. That's going to be an over and back call, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she possessed it on that side, and once you possess it, the first thing to go back over is the over and back. But you can't really fault Knackers on that one. You go make a great hustle play on the ball, get the steal, just doesn't go your way. So nice play there. Julia Knackers has had a nice start here for St. Mary's, along with Fosters. And if I check here on my stats, the leading scorer for St. Mary's, Chloe Vogel, coming in at 17.4 points per game, has been held to 0 thus far. My statistician, Derek Tauschik, to my left. Connor Dubois here to my right, running production.
Yep.
We are settled in here with W7.
Hey, let's not forget about our pregame. We were ready to go. Hey, our great camera crew running our main rig tonight.
We got some 8th graders.
Taylor Tauschik, Mackenzie Wadacek, and Carson Kraus up on the top row.
Carson gives us a thumbs back. She's happy to be here. Big smile on her face. A big thanks. We can't do this without that main camera work from those girls.
Absolutely. Hey, 20-10, 9:09 left to play. Mishicot will trigger it from out of bounds.
As they enter the front court, it's a 17-14 game. Randolph leading by 3 over Crandon. That's the other half of this sectional. Schmidt, a good look, couldn't get it to go. 12-11 in Oostburg. WLA takes the 1-point lead against the home Oostburg Flying Dutch and our friend Isaiah Ketterhagen. 20-10. St. Mary's is one and done. Climbing into the front court. She'll swing it around. Cherry Dr. Pepper. Almost had Kleiman coming right back down
Look
the
at this
lane.
seal right
Weak
here.
side seal, up and
and in.
good. Desiree Kleiman, great pass there from Schmidt, read it the whole way. Kleiman just works her butt off down on those seals. Coming right back, I said it. Julia Knackers is having a really nice start here for St. Mary's. 22-12, 10-point ball game, 8:18 to go.
Yeah, a little bit of bad passing on there, a little jam job. And here's Knackers out and running again.
Mishicot makes the initial stop. We lose Knackers underneath. Luckily, she has a miss. Schmidt clears it with a rebound. Kleiman out to run on the right corner. She'll jump stop over to Schmidt. Mishicot, a little confusion here. It looks like St. Mary's is still, they may have gone a zone look here. Good corral by McCardle, keeps the possession alive. Krieger will swing around Schmidt.
Go one more here to the corner. 22-12, 7:34 left to play.
Schmidt, deep three, just off the mark. Good rebound by Vosters for the Zephyrs, 7:25 to go.
Well, they're letting them play here a little bit. Mishicot 4 fouls, St. Mary's 2. Those were both came kind of early.
Up and good. Schmidt, another rebound. She'll look up. Toluchka comes to the corner. She'll make a move inside. Stop, pop, and no good. Krieger
on the
rebound. Another one. Another one. This
Nice
one's
use of the
Toluchka.
dribble.
Up and
Great
good.
use of that dribble, Scandy.
Three
Great use.
offensive rebounds on that, and you are 100% right. Kaylee kind of came down in the middle, said, I'll take that dribble, give me that too. 24-12.
Let me get a little bit better angle for myself. Nice screen there by Knackers.
We've got some energy here in the building. 6:35 to go. Doubling them up again is Mishicot with the 12-point lead, 24-12.
Knackers down the lane, up and no good.
She's been playing hard, doesn't get the... Schmidt's got to have 6 rebounds already here in the first half. She's been clearing the glass. Inside, Kleiman for 2. That's a great look. You get transition to the corner. It's kind of a trailer cut by Kleiman.
Yep.
Give me that for 2.
They've got such excellent timing on that. Right when the ball begins to settle, you're seeing a cutter cut off the weak side or even the strong side.
Right, it's not
Full
coming
speed.
too early. Yeah, it's just a beautiful timing.
Krieger with the near steal up top. That's a good goal. That's a good leave by Toluchka. Doesn't want to pick up a second foul there.
Yep. And Vosters has had a good early start here for St. Mary's. Swing pass for Mishicot. Dr. Pepper swings it around.
So they settle. St. Mary's settles in a little bit of a 2-3 zone here.
Good patience from Mishicot. They'll look for the best shot. McCardle thinks it's her.
Coming our way. Derek Tauschik with the good hands.
He's up, he's over, he's good. That was off the mark from McCardle.
Hey, 30-second timeout, Mishicot. We will take it with them.
All right, here we go. 26-14, 5:28 to go here in the first half. Great ball game here. Semi-sectional final live on W7. Always free, always for the girls. Inside, nice move, up and good. That's number 14, Sienna Anderson for the Zephyrs. 10-point ball game, 26-16. Mishicot will push strong here into the front court. Garceau gets a look. She's up, she's no good, one and done. Rebound is good, number 4, Ava Staler for the Zephyrs. Good pressure from McCardle there, and McCardle will get the call. That's her second foul. 15 foul on Mishicot.
You see what the Indians do here. It's her second, so they're going to have to go to the bench. We're going to bring in a sophomore, number 24, Grace Willems.
Her first action tonight. Connor, you got a Howards Grove insider. I've got a couple updates here. Randolph leads 23-21 in Randolph over Crandon.
No,
That's the other half of the
work on
sectional.
that one at the break here.
We'll work on the Howards Grove hookup. 16-13, Winnebago Lutheran over Oostburg in Oostburg. 5:27 to go in that one. 4:41 here. Weak side rebound. That's good from Willems. 10-point ball game. Grace will push into the front court. She'll swing over to Schmidt.
There's that weak side cut again, almost open.
They'll get it inside. Kleiman, nice patience. Turn, face the hoop. Schmidt, good fake.
Two dribble pull up.
Yeah, two dribble pull up. Kylie Schmidt, money. Give me that.
4:20 left to play. We're gonna work. I got to work on the scoreboard camera a little bit there, folks. We should have a little time to get it done here at halftime. This is a good pace of the game.
Yeah, great pace by both teams here. They are really pushing the ball, looking to work. Here it is, Vogel, still scoreless. She'll go up. I don't know about that one. Krieger played some pretty stout defense on that one. Vogel a little bit out of control. She will get the call, but she's got to look to get going. And maybe this is the start here with a couple from the free throw line in a 12-point game. Vogel still scoreless. She comes in. She was shooting 68%. She knocks down the first. So a good way to get started if you're Chloe Vogel, the Zephyrs leading scorer. 4:04 to go, 28-17. Second shot for Vogel. The lefty is up and good. 10-point ball game again. And Mishicot right out of that free throw make. They're up. They are to the corner, and they are pushing.
2 seconds, balls across half. Great patience there. Garceau not going to trigger that one.
Right, and you don't force. You see if the opportunity is there. It's not. We're going to swing it around. Garceau off the mark. Rebound good for the sophomore Grace Willems. Another reload for Mishicot. Schmidt with the patience, the senior. And this team is battle-tested, loaded with senior talent. They know this moment very well. Krieger. Just off the mark. Willems just about there. Not quite. Vogel will corral it.
Could have a travel? No, they're going to get a foul call.
Yep.
And that's going to be Abby. Second foul.
Second foul on Garceau. A little over-aggressive. Once Vogel gets that, she's not going to give it up. And now you go into the bonus with 3:26 to go. Again, Vogel just knocked down 2. She will head to the line for the bonus opportunity.
Yeah, the big thing there is you've got Garceau now with 2 and McCardle with 2. So you have 2 of your starting guards on the bench with 2 fouls apiece with 3:26 left to play. And now the last 3 points for St. Mary's has come from the charity stripe, but the clock stopped.
Yep, and they can
benefits them.
If they're aggressive, they can get a few more here with 3:26 to go and bonus opportunity.
There's their 4th in a row from
8-point ball game here. Randolph with a 27-23 lead over Crandon. And in Oostburg, it's a 22-19 lead for Winnebago.
Willems for 3. Boy, from our angle, great hustle here.
Yeah.
They're going to go jump ball. That's going to be our first jump ball of the game right there, Andy, I believe. It's going to go to the St. Mary's
I
after
believe you are correct.
Mishicot
got the opening possession. So this one will go to St. Mary's. That is the first held ball. Vogel had it. Telechka came in, saw an opportunity to get it. But I think you're right. Coach Garceau is stressing, let's get on the boards, both offensively and defensively. Big shot there. St. Mary's makes the run.
So it's a 7-0 run right now for Mishicot.
Anderson for 3 for the Zephyrs. Mishicot looks up and no good. This is momentum here for the Zephyrs. Vogel, the defensive rebound. She's out. She's pushing. She'll stop. She'll pop for 3.
10-0 run for the Zephyrs.
And the St. Mary's fans are up. They're rocking here. The tailwind behind the train is going. 28-26. The Zephyrs make their run. Timeout is called by Mishicot. And Mr. Garceau. 2:39 to go here. This next 2:39 is huge. St. Mary's makes their run. What is Mishicot going to do to match that? To pull ahead again before half? Or we've got a tight one here coming into half.
Yeah, you know, St. Mary's has really switched to that 2-3 zone. They're kind of packing it in. That's taken away the open cuts for the Indians. Also, the passing lanes are tight. So when the Indians do have that steal, they're not able to get the ball inside. They're forcing the long outside shots. and playing the percentages.
And the Indians have had some good looks. Garceau had a couple. Krieger had a couple. McCardle had one. They haven't been able to get them to go down, and that's what's given the spark here to St. Mary's.
I mean, you see here, they're not even coming there. So they didn't come out on Krieger. They didn't come out on McCardle, and they didn't come out on Willems out there on the three-point line. They're packing everything in.
Desiree inside Schmidt.
I mean,
She'll get
just
the call.
look at the attention right there. So
Yep.
Desiree's there with 2 on her. Schmidt cuts, and there's 2 kids and 1 kid just waiting behind. All five players right now. The focus is on Kleiman, and it's on Schmidt.
Well, and if I'm a coach, I may put attention on those 2 as well. 2 all-state kids here in Schmidt and Kleiman. I believe Kleiman was honorable mention all-state last year, if I'm not mistaken. Schmidt knocks them both down. Good poise from her. Good answer there. Kleiman, a nice drive. Dish to Schmidt. She gets the foul, goes for 2. 30-26. 2:09 to go here in the first half.
So McCardle back in there now with 2 fouls. Put some
That
trust
one's
in
up,
the.
off. And she's gonna. That was good position there by McCardle. Kind of a ticky-tack on the rebound there, but they got her from behind. It's good position from McCardle.
So there you see now.
That was on number 1, Lily Griffith.
So now you see the Indians have countered this 2-3 zone. They brought in Garceau.
They're
going
gonna
to
look
stretch
to
that
shoot
out.
out of it.
McCardle can shoot it a little bit, and they brought in Telechka, that little mid-range game. So they're going to challenge him to come out a little bit.
Yeah, but they get the steal here on the pressure. Here comes Griffith out of control. Schmidt grabs it on the force pass. Under control is Schmidt.
Trail
She'll
3.
dish.
Garceau.
Hey! Abigail Garceau for 3. And a big shot for Mishicot. 33-26. 1:30 to go. Back at it for St. Mary's. Up. No good. Great rebound.
Kleiman really went up there to
underneath,
get it.
and
They're
she
going to get a
gets
foul.
hammered on the rebound.
Okay, so 1:24 left to go. 7-5 in the foul count. If you're Mishicot, you've now gotten this lead. You got your lead back up to 7.
What was a
What-
2-point game, you call
Yep.
a timeout, you're back up to 7. Good response here from the Indians. 1:22 to go. Garceau and McCardle work it into the front court. Back over to Garceau. Patience here. They'll look for a good one. Kleiman, prods.
Opposite
kick.
corner.
Garceau. Telechka inside. Just got
Great
through on
ball
that
movement
one.
here by the Indians. Little step
Schmitz.
through. Good no call. Clean block. Kleiman keeps it alive. Another reload.
Oh, and Vogel just takes Kleiman right out, and they get a jump ball on it. Her body comes right through her
Yeah.
legs, and somehow they get a held ball on it.
It's going to stay right here with us, right in front of us.
I mean, Kleiman's securely got the ball. I don't care if you have a hand on it or not. You come
Yep.
into a girl's legs, it's a foul.
Yeah, 56 seconds left to play.
And there they'll get it.
Let's see who that's going to be on 21.
And they're kind of sitting in the zone on that baseline out of bounds, right? You fall
Yep.
asleep for a second. Kleiman splits you on the bottom, and we'll get 2 here for Kleiman. Up and no good, and Desiree shoots a good percentage here for the Indians. Comes in at 82% for Kleiman.
And, Andy, I tell you, 55.6 left to play in the first half here. McCardle with 2, Garceau with 2. I'm not sure if you maybe think about taking them out here.
Substituting them out, yep. Nobody at the table, so Coach Garceau will let him play 53 and going. And St. Mary's been really good at attacking. They've drawn the 17 fouls here. A good official game here thus far.
3 up and no good. Great rebound to Telechka.
Yep,
Look, they're
she
out.
comes
Indians are
swooping
out and
in.
running. They had the advantage.
Good patience there by McCardle, the junior. Wasn't there.
Nice cut.
Tough pass there for Schmidt inside. The Zephyrs really corralled her nice. They had 3 around Schmidt, and she just didn't have the passing lane to get it out of there.
24 seconds left to play here in the first half.
And if the Zephyrs, they've been
I think
aggressive
you got to
all
hold
game
from one.
here.
You got to hold from one here.
They've been aggressive all game. They don't get one early, so now it might be time to think about holding for one here.
Yep.
Garceau in a
10.
nice low stance. McCardle, great defense. Again, they don't want to pick up number
5,
3 here.
4, 3, 2,
And
1.
she wants no part of it. Staler up and no
And no good.
good. That's a nice defensive stand. That was about 25 seconds that St. Mary's comes down with the ball. Good defense played there by Mishicot. Good response after St. Mary's run, cut it to 2. Timeout, Coach Garceau. We come back. We get an 8-point lead ahead in the halftime. Sectional semi here in Mishicot. Your score at the half. The Indians lead the Zephyrs by a score of 34-26 live on W7.
We'll be back. Hey folks, the WIA is determined to preserve the excitement of high school sports during COVID-19 pandemic. Please help the student athletes, coaches, and fans continue to enjoy these life-enriching opportunities by following the guidelines that help mitigate the spread of the virus by practicing social distancing, wearing a mask when social distancing is difficult. Stay home if you're not feeling well, wash your hands often, and avoid touching your face. This is a message from W7 Productions and the WIA, keeping the education in sports. Hey, Andy, on that note, another team today, Division 4, Cochran Fountain City, had to bow out of the playoffs. Won a regional championship, getting ready for their big game today, sectional game, and unfortunately got the news that they were not allowed to play tonight. So that makes two teams now in Division 4 that advance on to a sectional final because their opponent had to be removed from the playoffs because of COVID-19 protocol, unfortunately.
Yep.
So especially this time of year, if you guys are watching, down in the Milwaukee area, Madison area fans, or Mishicot loyalists, please, 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 if your team, boys, girls, whatever, is still alive, let them follow the rules. Let them do what they need to do. These kids have put in a tremendous amount of work up to this point. The last thing we want is for them to get the phone call Friday, Saturday, or even next week headed in the state that they're not allowed to continue on.
And we've kind of dealt with that here in Mishicot, not on those same lines. But we go play a semifinal game at state last year at the Resch, and soon after that, the whole thing gets shut down.
Yep, absolutely.
Probably the game of the year between Mishicot and Melrose Mindoro. But you're right, the WIA, the officials, the athletic directors, the coaches, the players have really done a great job to make this season happen. And we just have to try and do the best we can to make sure it finishes the way every kid wants to. You leave it out on the floor, win or lose out there. We don't want forfeits, though. Nice move inside.
Great call on the travel, yeah.
Yep. And along with that, great defense by Schmidt. Straight up, stay square on her. Just a great job.
Yep. We're trying to get that Howards Grove Dominican update here for our folks.
Early on here in the second half, it's Randolph over Crandon, 34-30. That's the other half of this sectional. Mishicot and St. Mary's here live on W7. Schmidt, one dribble. She'll swing out to Dr. Pepper. Knifes through the lane. Up and good. Cherry on. 36-26. Early going here in the second half. In Oostburg, it's still halftime. WLA clings to a 25-21 lead, and they are just about ready to go. Back in Oostburg, our friend Isaiah Ketterhagen and the Flying Dutch. Shots up and no good from Knackers. Another rebound for Schmidt. She had a good load of them in the first half. Push into the front court.
Some things continue. The push of the ball is still there in the second half for the Indians. Garceau, corner three, no good. That's going to be off 21.
Yes, I believe so. Little scoring breakdown here. The first half, 26 points from the Zephyrs. They get 1 from Audrey Norville from the free throw line, 5 from Sienna Anderson, 6 from Julia Knackers, and 7.
Schmidt up top for 3, no good.
Just off. Rebound there for Knackers. 7 apiece for Vogel and Vosters for the Zephyrs. Mishicot with, again, a nice scoring spread as they get 34 in the first half. Up and just around the rim, no good. Krieger with the rebound. She'll push into the front court for the Indians. 16:25 to go. Inside. Knocked out Kleiman, corrals it. She'll skip corner. Pump fake Garceau. Swing pass here to Schmidt. Pump out. Krieger. Off and no good. And a reload for the Indians. Krieger corrals it. Corner.
Schmidt will make good on that one. No.
Good rebound by Vosters inside for the Zephyrs. The Indians come after the first half. 3 on the way.
Great hustle there by McCardle.
Yes, she flew to try and get that rebound. Couldn't quite grab it. Good close
Lily
out there.
Griffith for 3.
And she drills it. Her first points of the ball game. 36-29, 7-point ball game. 15:38 to go in the second half. The Indians, 2 from Callie Krieger, 6 from Garceau, 4 from Toluchka, 5 from McCardle.
Travel. No, gonna call a charge.
And I get, he kind of signaled Hook. He saw Hook with that off arm, and he gave it to him. Second on Kylie Schmidt, her second foul.
If I'm Schmidt there, though, you've got a wide open Kleiman on the left side. You got to kick to her, make the defense rotate. And Kleiman has been very well driving and then finding the open person.
Yep. And they've been pairing well together. It's 9 for Kleiman and 8 for Schmidt here.
Skip here, Griffith with another corner three. No good.
Just off the mark, defensive rebound for Garceau. She'll take her time to push. 15-10 and counting here in the second half. Sectional semi-play here in Mishicot.
Yeah, it seems like St. Mary's here has really come out. They're still packing in. Indians might be content just here to hold it up and make St. Mary's come out and play a little man-to-man.
And if I were them, I would too, because St. Mary's doesn't have the athletes to match up with you man-to-man. They just don't.
Right there, a nice
good
dive.
Look. And they'll get to reload out of it. Garceau, one dribble pull up off the mark.
If you're St. Mary's, that's exactly what you're looking for. You are looking for Garceau to take those mid-range jumpers. You're looking for McCardle. You're looking for Krieger.
Right, keep them off the three-point line. Close out to get them the one dribble pull up. And if we can keep Kleiman and Schmidt out of the paint, we're in good business.
Yep.
14:37 to go here. St. Mary's will push into the front court. 7-point ball game here in Mishicot. Swing around. The Zephyrs look to work here on Krieger. Good defense from her. Vogel, dish out. Over to Staler on the left wing. She will drive in. Get a decent look. It's up and good. And the Zephyrs make another run. 36-31. 14-14 to go in the first half. Good patience here. Krieger swings around. Kleiman knifes in. Kick. Garceau. And she will swing past it to McCardle. Inside. Nice knife through the lane. Up and good. Cherry on.
Cherry on. Cherry
With a
on.
good start to the second half here for Allie
Cherry
McCardle. We've got the wild cherry Pepsi here in the house. 38-31.
Didn't have time to get to the Cenex on the way into town. Nice block from behind McCardle. Just off her hands, out of bounds.
Goal possession St. Mary's, but you are absolutely right. I thought Vogel had a free pass to the lane there. Schmidt couldn't come off Voster's in the lane. McCardle made one heck of a play there to get that one from behind.
Hey, 38-31, 13:43 left to play. Nice quick inbound for St. Mary's.
Yeah, they
McCardle out and running. Are they going to stay with Krieger? Nope, they're going to defend. Who's that going to be? That's going to stay with the Indians.
That was tough. And Krieger crashes the boards again, gets a look. McCardle, nice push. Almost had it on the left-hand lay-in. 7-point ball game here. These next couple minutes will be huge. Can St. Mary's keep it close, or can Mishicot extend the lead?
Garceau open top. No good.
Just off the mark. Kleiman flies in. And
Schmidt.
Schmidt flew in. Kleiman actually grabbed the rebound.
Crazy uniforms.
With the white number on the white jersey, the orange outline.
Hey, 2 more years, then they're illegal.
And both of those girls can fly in for the offensive rebounds.
Boy, a little defensive miscommunication there. McCardle and Kleiman thought they maybe switched. There was no switch out, and Griffith is left with a wide open lane.
And she's got a 5 second half points here, so good start for
nice
Griffith.
Cut, Krieger.
Nice move. Up and good. Schmidt on the dish.
Well,
Krieger with 4 points.
Talked about in the pregame. St. Mary's is on pace for their 60, 64. However, if the trend continues, Mishicot is going to be up into the high 60s and 70s. Does not favor the Zephyrs.
But Lily Griffith has come out hot. She's got 8 second half points. 3-ball from the corner. Kylie Schmidt knocks it down. 43-36. 12:25 to go here in Mishicot. Back up and down, back and forth ball game here. High intensity, high action. We've got a good one here. Big East North rivals. 3rd time meeting this year.
That's the pass you want to have for the Indians.
And they get away with it. Krieger good. Garceau gambles, left hand up and almost good. Schmidt clears it for the board. McCardle will knife through, and that is off, and it will stay with Mishicot possession. McCardle's feeling it a little bit. She tries to push, and we'll get a sub here for the Indians. Kay Dalla checks in for the Indians.
You sent me that graphic before, and I didn't quite get it into the game lineup today, Andy. That was a great Kay Dalla graphic.
Yeah, we dialed that one up for her. Maybe we'll get a win here, and we can get it in tomorrow. Nice look inside. Schmidt, she'll swing around. Kleiman knifes through.
Nice jump through.
And hits it. Big shot, Desiree Kleiman. 45-36, the Indians jump out by 9, 11:38 to go. Zephyrs show no fear. Vogel shut down. What's some defense there?
Where
by
you going there,
Kleiman.
Hey, these are great seats, Scarta.
And we can see everything here this second half. Gotta love it. Up and
Tough
shot.
buckets.
That is up and good. Number 14, Sienna Anderson, is in for 2. Back and forth we go. This is playoff basketball, and you have to love it here in Mishicot.
It reminds me a little bit of that matchup last year with Howard's Grove at this level. Just trading blows.
Quick swing pass here. Let's work Kleiman, short corner. Post is no good. Schmidt up top, off the mark. And the rebound is good for St. Mary's. They'll push here. Vogel comes down to the corner. Kleiman right with her. She came out of nowhere just to shut that off.
Griffith feeling it a little bit here in the second half.
She's had the hot hand.
Yep.
8 second half points for the Zephyrs. Ooh.
That's going to be Kylie's third.
That's going to be the third on her. And if you're Voster's there, you're going to continue to attack. You got her with 3 now. And she's been aggressive this entire game. Voster's has. She'll go to the free throw line.
What you got for points there, Andy?
Voster's with 7. This would be your first points of the second half if she can knock one down here from the charity stripe. That
Just
one's up and no good.
57% on the year, if I believe.
Just 57%, and she struggled from the line tonight. In the first half, Voster's went only 1 of 4, sorry. And she'll go 2 of 6 as she gets 1 to go. 45-39. We've got a 6-point ball game here, 10:38 to go. Crandon comes in and they take a 2-point lead over Randolph in Randolph. I don't have a time on that game, but it is Crandon up by 2, 40-38. And we switch over and another lead overtaken. The Flying Dutch come out hot in the second half. And Oostburg takes the lead 30-25 over WLA. 13:29 to go in that one.
Hey, whether you're a coach, a licensed official squad administrator, or one of the millions of high school sports fans in Wisconsin, the WIAA online apparel store is available on the WIAA website at wiaawi.org. Click on the store link at the bottom of the WIAA homepage and check out the various apparel options available with the licensed WIAA logo. Again, the website is wiaawi.org to order your licensed apparel.
All right, 10:34 to go. Mishicot possession, 6-point ball game. Zephyrs come out strong in the second half. 8 points in the second half from Lily Griffith. She's been a hot hand for St. Mary's. And Mishicot will have patience here. St. Mary's will sit in this zone. Kind of a 1-2-2 look here. Griffith comes out high, not a ton of pressure. And Krieger's, she's content to hold it for the next 10 minutes and go home with a 6-point win in the sectional finals if that's the way they want to play it. They're going to force them to have to play, and that's what you do when you gain the lead. Kleiman working left wing.
Especially with Schmidt in foul trouble with 3.
Right.
You've got 2 on McCardle, 2 on Garceau.
The deeper we can go into the game, the better.
Yep, you've got 3 starters out there, right? Well, McCardle's not out there, but you got 3 starters in foul trouble.
Indians will work it around here. They'll have patience. Toluchko over to Garceau on the high right wing. She'll make them come out. Griffith will give to Schmidt. Schmidt will knife through. Kick around Kleiman. No issue working this ball around until we get the look we want.
And now you're going to see him I thought they were going to kind of come out and match up. Coach Jeff Chu was motioning that to come out a little bit.
Toluchka gets it in the corner.
But I'll tell you one thing you notice about the Indians. They are over-available. Nobody's standing behind a...
Toluchka inside for 2.
Yeah, nobody's standing behind a defender. That's where I was going. Toluchka had a nice on the drive.
47-39, 6 points for Toluchka. That one is up and good. Chloe Vogel, a step late on the closeout. Not sure what the responsibility was there, but Vogel makes them pay. It's a 5-point ball game here, and the Zephyrs are rolling. Vogel comes out. She's got 10 points. She heats it up. 8 points here in the second half from Lily Griffith. Voster's with the 8. 11 apiece for Schmidt and Kleiman. 9 for McCardle, 6 for Toluchka, 4 for Krieger, and 6 for Garceau. 47-42. You talk about the law of averages, Mr. DuBois. It's a ball game now. I talked about it with about 13 minutes to go. These next few minutes are going to determine, do we have a dogfight down the stretch, or is Mishicot going to pull away? They had a 7-point lead at the time. It's 5 now. And St. Mary's is giving them everything they want here in a sectional semifinal.
Yeah, hey, 8:55 left to play, 5-point game.
Mishicot with possession. They'll swing to Kleiman here. And St. Mary's looks like they have gone man-to-man. Schmidt.
Passes up a three, skip to
Swing
Kadala, wide open.
inside.
Can't
Foster's
put
with
that
the
ball
block
behind.
from behind.
Cannot put that ball behind your head.
And it was a great look by Schmidt there. Toluchka made a nice cut, but Foster's with the block from behind. That would have been huge for the Zephyrs. 3-ball is no good, though. Krieger clears it with a rebound. That was Sienna Anderson on the 3-ball attempt. Inside.
Looking to Kleiman. They give her left. Up and good.
Give me that. Scouting report's got to be push her to the right. Give me left. Give me 2. 49-42. 8:10 to go here.
Scardo, we got 2 instant classics on our hand. Winner plays Saturday. 43-40. Randolph over Crandon right now.
Yes, sir.
49-42 here in the cot.
Vogel kicks it out. She'll get it back. Kleiman right there. Up and good. No good.
Cannot give him the reloads. Griffith with a little float piece.
And that's a great move. Toluchka's got to stay down on that. She's got the length to challenge that shot. Griffith's not going to make it over the top of you. Stay down on that. 3 balls up and good here. I'm watching Randolph and Crandon just ties it up at 43 here. Tight ball game there. 5-point ball game here, 49-44. On the floor, we're going to have a held ball here. I believe that's the first one of the second half here. 4 for 4 is Griffith with 10 points, all 10 coming in the second half. Lily Griffith has been huge for the Zephyrs. 5-point ball game. Indians inbound. Kleiman works it over to Schmidt. She'll pump fake. Inside. Kick out. Toluchka. Swing around Garceau. And Garceau will pull it out. They'll reset. Randolph takes a 1-point lead at the free throw line. They'll have another one to go. 44-43. 35-33. The Flying Dutch lead WLA by 2. Good ball game there in the Division III playoffs. Kleiman
down the lane.
Inside, right
up
hand,
and in.
up and good. Big basket. Desiree Kleiman.
Push that lead back to 7 for the Indians.
This is playoff basketball. Man, does it feel good.
Griffith.
She's had the hot hand.
Great box out for Toluchka. Kaylee just taller than everybody. Remind me of the playground. I'm taller than you. I'm just going to put my hands up.
St. Mary's had the inside position. Toluchka goes straight up, not through the body.
Yep.
I'll take it. Man, I'll take it. Every rebound is big here down the stretch.
51-44, 6:20 left to go.
Kleiman will work. Schmidt with a little 2-girl game. They'll swing it the other way. Garceau on the wing.
Great
nice
spacing.
Low stance. Yep.
Get your rest here. We're going to go to work on the defensive end.
Ooh, tough look inside.
Jam
Good hands
job.
from St.
And
Mary's. I think
this
they're going to get a foul on Krieger.
Krieger, that's just going to be her second then.
Yep, that will be her second. And the fouls are really low here in the second half. Just a 3rd-team foul for Mishicot, none on the St. Mary's. It's been a clean game. The officials have done a great job here.
Phenomenal job, yeah.
Yep, the officials have done a great job
Hey,
here.
one thing to note, 6:09 left to play, 5 timeouts left for an Indians, just 3 for St. Mary's as that comes down the stretch.
Yep.
Skip pass here to the corner. A little discombobulation on the
In every
offensive
position
end.
now, you're under 6 minutes to play here. Every possession, every possession, every rebound is huge. Every free throw. So it's big time down the stretch. Mishicot has definitely been there. We're going to get the first foul on St. Mary's there. That's going to be on Knackers, just her first.
Yep.
No foul trouble here for St. Mary's. Foster's does have 2. Staler and Knackers with 1 apiece, but 2 doesn't mean much with 5:54 to go. McCardle back in for the Indians. They'll go with their original starting lineup. Schmidt with a move. She'll have patience. Swing around to McCardle. 5:43 to go. 7-point
nice
ball
cut there
game.
by Krieger.
But if your look is late, don't force.
Nope.
So a great job there. Schmidt almost got away with one, but the turnover
Gets
anyways.
the steal on the backdoor pass. Kleiman, nice little back tap. It's going to stay here.
Yeah, and she tried to kind of slow herself down to try and be able to grab it, but definitely off a Kleiman there. St. Mary's will get possession here on the baseline, 5:27 to go.
Ava Standler triggers it.
Knackers will penetrate on Dr. Pepper. Staler in the corner. Garceau gives space to her. Kick out Vosters. Inside Staler. Good pinch down. Krieger, good defense.
They're trying to open up the paint here for Vosters a little bit,
to
for
work,
Vogel.
especially with 3 fouls on Schmidt.
There's
Nice
Knackers
move,
on the
Julian
drive.
Knackers.
So St. Mary's is going to come with a little full court pressure here.
Just to try and speed Mishicot up. They don't want them to hold it forever. Take time off this clock. Here's Garceau. She'll skip over to Krieger. Krieger with patience. Skip back out. And like you said, this is kind of where Mishicot's got their rest here. High-intensity ball game, 51-46. Garceau
little
inside.
floater.
Good luck, just off the mark. Vosters, big defensive rebound, 4:30 to go. 5-point ball game here in Mishicot. Sectional semi on the line. Randolph and Crandon battling 47-45. Randolph is up 2 in that one. The other half of this sectional. Oostburg clings to a 2-point lead, 40-38.
Knackers on another drive. They've got to find an answer for that. Oh, she just threw it up in the Kleiman's hands.
She did, but
you got to secure the rebound.
Secure the defensive rebound. You don't have to worry about it. And they got lucky on the miss by Knackers there. They didn't secure the rebound. Oostburg with a 4-point lead, 2 back to 2, 42-40 over WLA. Free throws up and no good at the line.
Audrey Norvell, 60% free throw shooter coming in the game, 29 of 48.
And like I said, every rebound, Mishicot didn't corral it is big. Every free throw is big. Norvell goes 1 of 2. It's a 4-point ball game.
Hey, we got a full timeout. We're going to keep it right here. When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From football to volleyball to soccer to tennis, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that the sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. A message brought to you by your friends at W7 Productions and the WIAA. Hey, we'll take you right into the huddles here. We got 4:13 left to play, 51-47. Mishicot, the number 1 team in the state, and the presumptive favorite to come out of this sectional and advance the state. And a tight one here at home.
Absolutely, Connor. And the first game goes 76-42 in favor of Mishicot. The second game goes 73-54. The closest these two teams have been is 19. We're in a 4-point ball game with 4:13 to go here. St. Mary's comes out with a little full court pressure. Mishicot will take their time, swing it around, climb in up the middle, swing over to Krieger. And Mishicot will look for a good one here out of the timeout. They corral him, and you get
nice
a foul.
Little ball fake there, yep.
Yep, and that is on
21.
That's Vosters. That's going to be her third. Vosters' third, not huge now, but you can get her in the fourth. You got 4 minutes to go here. It could loom large, and that's a matchup you may look to attack. Schmidt on Vosters, and they switch it up. Knackers goes to Schmidt. Sub comes in. Maria Schultz for the Zephyrs.
So once again, that last timeout was St. Mary's. So now there's 4 minutes to play. 2 timeouts left for the Zephyrs.
You know, and it's Vogel and Vosters are the 2 leading scorers here for St. Mary's. They combine
kick out, Garceau back into Schmidt, up and under.
Her move.
Oh,
she's good
wow,
for 2.
wow, folks.
And that is her signature move. She goes to work there. It's a 6-point ball game, 53-47. But again, 4 points only combined in the second half for Vosters and Vogel. It's been the supporting cast, 10 from Lily Griffith in the second half. 2 from Anderson. 2 points from Knackers. It's been the supporting cast to keep this game close here. Kleiman with the steal.
Double dribble. Tough call. Hey, that's all right,
call.
though. You get the steal. We'll let the officials call what they're going to call. That's always tell my 8th graders, get on the ground for the loose ball. They call you for a travel. They call you for the travel, but you're setting the tone.
Right, and we got a dead ball. We'll reset it. We'll do it again. 2-point ball game in Randolph. The Randolph leads the Crandon Cardinals.
Near steal there by Garceau.
47-45. 46-40. Oostburg with a lead over WLA. In Oostburg, down on the ground.
There's another steal by Kleiman.
And this time she'll take her time. St. Mary's will run a little pressure. Up to Schmidt. 6-point ball game. 3 minutes to go here in Mishicot. Krieger. Good look, good penetration, swing up, pass. These girls know each other so well in practice.
That's going to be 4 now on Foster's if that's on her.
And it's got to be. She was the only one around it.
Yep. Well, he could have had a push foul on the weak side.
And I don't understand that foul. Why are you going to reach on Desiree Kleiman? You're not getting a steal off the dribble on her.
Well, and
sorry.
Here's the thing. Coach Chu is going to leave her in now with 3 minutes to play, 4 fouls. She fouled out of the last game very early, and it completely changes their team around. Defensively, you've got one less kid to worry about.
Kleiman in the corner. She kicks it
Great
out of there.
patience.
Yep. Really nice move, strong with the ball. And now St. Mary's picks up their 4th team foul.
So they're going to look to put the in and get
Vogel's
to the bonus,
first.
get within striking distance of the bonus. But here's the thing: if you're the Zephyrs, pick your poison. Now, granted, tonight the Indians have not shot the ball well from the free throw stripe. And one! Gets it to go!
That is a big-time play from a clutch kid, a senior here, the all-time leading scorer at Mishicot, Kylie Schmidt, number 31, heads to the line for the end one as the Indians with a big bucket.
Yep.
And this, you came in, your closest game with St. Mary's was 19 points, but this type of game is going to battle test you. How do we execute down the stretch? How do we defend? How do we rebound when the pressure's on? Free throws up and no good. Kleiman gets a hand on it. No good, but Krieger comes out
with it. Back in the Schmidt, weak side, Kleiman's open. They're going to send Kleiman back to the free throw line.
Yep.
Is this going to be 25? So that's going to be Vogel. That's going to be her second.
Just her, we got 3 here. Yep, third foul.
Okay. I missed one.
Got it. Al Clements got it on the PA. We got 3 fouls.
I got overruled. 2-1. I'm going to go with the 2. I'm not going to argue that one there, Andy.
5 timeouts yet here for Mishicot. Only 2
weak
for
side.
St. Mary's.
Great fire. McCardle. No good.
Leaves it short.
But there are the Indians
come
there.
Out with a reload. McCardle digs it out of.
And that's going to be Voster's 5th.
To be number 5. Voster's is gone, and it all starts with the offensive rebound.
Absolutely.
Voster's is just kind of in that spot, a bad spot. McCardle digs it out, and she can't do anything but get the block there, and that's a tough break for Jaden Voster's on that one. But she really was in just a bad situation.
Yep. So now this is the 3rd meeting between the Zephyrs, and that's the 2nd game she's fouled out of.
And I'm not sure. I don't have grades on here. I'm not sure if Foster's is a senior or not.
Just a 2022, so that's going to be a junior. So there's McCardle with the miss again.
Yes, and Mishicot has struggled at the free throw line tonight, as you alluded to before. Vogel for 3. Up and no good.
But there's the foul on Griffith.
Yep. And that's
so we're going to send Krieger to the free throw line. 2:22 left to play. 9-point lead for Mishicot.
Second on Griffith, and right now it's a free throw battle.
Yeah,
if Mishicot hits their free throws, the game's all but over.
I tell you what, if I'm the Indians, I'm going to take a little bit more time walking to that free throw line. Get your breather. These kids have been out here all night battling hard. Lots of hard physical fouls. So still in the 1-on-1, only 18 fouls for the Zephyrs. Krieger up and good, 56-47, 2:22 left to play.
Clutch kid there, Krieger, just her 5th point on the night, but she's really made some plays on the glass.
Don't tell me what you got, tell me when you make them.
Up and good, clutch, senior, give me that, I'll knock them down in the clutch here. 57-47, the Indians take a 10-point lead, 2:17 to go. Zephyrs work it, back to Vogel. Garceau steps in, and a good move.
Could have been a foul there.
It was close. Yep. It was a tough call there from Vogel, and Zephyrs have to foul again. They'll send Schmidt to the line.
And now she's 78% on the year. Here's the thing, though. The numbers are going to play out if you're the Indians. You've missed a ton right now. Coming in on the year, you're like a 72%. So what do we got there, Andy?
Hey,
we got a couple
folks,
updates.
Yeah, we got a couple updates. 5:23 to go. I've got a time on this one. 50-42 Oostburg. In Oostburg. They are the 2 seed, but WLA has come in red hot with Elena Supernand. And Oostburg is up 50-42 for about 5
undefeated
minutes
on the
ago.
year, Andy. They're undefeated.
Yeah, that'll be a big one for Oostburg.
Climbing on the offensive rebound, up and good. Andy, that right there could be your dagger report dagger.
Yeah, we might have one. A little Wayne Larrabee call here in Mishicot. That was a big one there from Kleiman on the offensive rebound.
Are they going to call a kick out of bounds? Yep.
So I don't have a time on this one, but it's a high-intensity game here. The gym looks packed in Randolph. It's a 49-47
Yeah, what do we got
lead.
there? We got people on the baselines, student sections.
We got baseline down below. It looks packed. It's Randolph leading by 2, 49-47. The winner of this game here tonight, Mishicot St. Mary's, will
Griffith.
take on the winner.
No.
Kleiman clears
Rebound. Clears it to Garceau.
Garceau
Gets it rid of the Schmidt. Gets it ahead to...
Fouled again. And like I said, it's a battle of the free throws now. And then when you get a miss at the free throw line and Kleiman grabs one for 2, deflating there.
Yep.
4th foul there on Griffith. And St. Mary's has racked up a few lately just out of necessity. Schmidt is up and good. She's up to 17 on the night. Her and Kleiman was 17 apiece.
17 apiece for her and Kleiman.
17 apiece, and they have worked well together. I mean, they've had a couple assists back and forth to each other. It'll be 17 apiece for Schmidt and Kleiman, 9 from McCardle, 6 from... Actually, a trio was 6.
Great rebound there by McCardle. Great hustle.
And McCardle gets after it. At least gets the held ball. Possession's going to stay with St. Mary's, but next one's yours. 1:23 to go here. You don't get a second look at it. 6 apiece from Toluchka, Garceau, and Krieger. So another well-balanced game here. But down the stretch here, it was Kleiman and Schmidt that really took over.
Great help defense by Krieger.
Yep. Krieger's played one heck of a game.
Tip there by McCardle out of bounds.
Hey, she looked like she was playing volleyball there. Smashed that thing out of bounds.
Yeah, was he second team all-conference in volleyball?
Just a great athlete there in Cherry. Dr.
Maybe
Pepper. 61-47.
Krieger near steal. Indians got a little pep in the step here
yeah,
late.
They kind of thrive in this type of environment. And they're going to get a foul there on Kleiman. She had her leg out, got the block there. 1:07 to go here, though. Mishicot closes in on their sectional semi matchup here. They'll take on the winner of Randolph-Crandon. A 3-point ball game right now, 50-47. Sorry, I don't have a time for you, but it's got to be, it was almost right on track with our game as far as halftime. It's got to be pretty dang close to a minute.
Yeah, here we're going to take you inside both huddles here. You know, Andy, if you're the Zephyrs, what are you? I mean, 61-47, a minute 7 left to play. Your ball baseline underneath your basket.
And you don't have to go 3-ball here. You just have to get a good look. But it's got to be something that's going to work quick. You just don't have the time, and then you got to go foul, and you're actually in the double bonus now. So it's 2 free throws for Mishicot. And you're going to have to with 1:07 to go after even a made basket. It's first steal or foul. If you don't get that first one, it's a foul. And the seniors and the depth on this team, the experience, they're not going to turn it over too easily. So it's a really uphill battle here for St. Mary's. You'd like to get a look at 3, but you just have to attack quickly, whether that's 3 or 2.
Yep. So Ava Standler's going to trigger it for the Zephyrs right in front of our table here.
Yeah, we've got a view here. And that's almost a turnover on the inbound. Vogel's going to shoot.
Back there, and there's McCardle. Nice step through. Boy, they're looking to foul, but they're not calling it.
And they almost did it. They almost got it from behind there on McCardle. Then a little bit of a foul after. But I tell you what, they knew they were going to try and look Vogel 3, right?
Yep.
Kleiman was all over it. Great defensive play from Kleiman. McCardle goes to the line, and this should just about ice it here for Mishicot. Just about ice it. Toluchka will check back in. McCardle up and good. The Indians have struggled from the free throw line tonight. McCardle gets that one.
Yeah, hey,
Kleiman and Krieger will head out with 58.1. They'll get the senior Maddie Willems in the ball game here. Maddie Red Dog Willems, senior in the ball game for Mishicot. Her sister Grace checks in along with Kay Dalla. McCardle up and good on the second throw.
Andy, I don't know if you can see it down there, but it looks like some of the youth teams might have just finished up practice. Don't know if it's wrestling, boys, basketball, whatever.
I think it's boys basketball.
They're peering in from the outsides on this one.
Any way to get a piece of this action, you're going to take it in. 63-47. 50 seconds to go.
45 seconds left to go. Stay with us after the game. We're going to try to bring you finals out of Randolph, see who we're facing on Saturday. We are going to go with the player of the game tonight, so stay with us.
Randolph does have a 5-point lead right now. Not sure on the time there. It's not up on the screen, but a 5-point lead for Randolph.
Okay.
In here is Caitlin Callahan, the freshman from Mishicot. Give to Maddie Willems. Up, blocked out of bounds, possession to Mishicot. So 5-point ball game, Randolph over Crandon. Winner of that will take on Mishicot here with 25 seconds to go. 4-point ball game in Oostburg. The Dutchman, the Lady Dutch, I should say. They have the lead. Tauschik inside on the dish from Toluchka. Back up and off the rim again.
Another reload. Tauschik.
Willems will give out to Toluchka. She will swing around, and the Indians will probably not shoot it again. And this one is in the books. The sectional semifinal win for the Indians. The crowd gets up. St. Mary's is up on their feet already. Class acts here from St. Mary's. A great Big East-North rivalry. And the Zephyrs played their hearts out tonight, come up just short, but a great played ball game here. The third time these Big East foes have met this year. The Indians come on top yet again, 63-47. Stick with us on the post game. We've just about got some things going final. 2:20 to go in Oostburg. The Lady Dutch clinging to a 4-point lead. They have possession now, and actually they are going to the free throw line with a 4-point lead over Winnebago Lutheran Academy. 52-47, and it looks like Randolph has all but clinched this the way they are cheering in that huddle. We've got a live
looks like the bench is cleared and they are exiting the floor.
It looks
so
like this one's over.
52-47, Randolph over Crandon. So the Mishicot Indians will host the Randolph Rockets. Right now that game is scheduled for a 7 o'clock inbound. The boys Randolph team does play that night, or they're expected to host, so that game time may get moved up. Follow the girls basketball club, follow the Mishicot women's basketball page. W7, follow W7 as well. We will, as soon as we know the game time, we will update the time for you.
Mishicot, W7.
Here's what I can tell you. We will be back here Saturday with a trip to state on the line.
Man, it was a fun night tonight. It was an intense night, and the seniors came through. Just the experience of Mishicot, showed through at the end. And they struggled from the free throw line, hit a couple clutch ones at the end. But just, you weren't going to get them out of their comfort zone, even with some full court pressure. Take their time, make the pass, make the play, let them foul us. And they were strong down the stretch defensively. A big block from Kleiman on Vogel at the end. Probably game is almost over at that point, but just another.
Well, it's still in the balance. It's like a 7-point game, and you get that one to go. It's an and one, and now it becomes a 4-point game versus you go the other way. We're going to break the live stream, and we will be back right with you in a couple minutes with the W7 Productions Player of the Game. Stay tuned for that. 2:05 left to play. 52-49. Lady Dutch over undefeated WLA. So a developing situation there. We may have that final for you for our friends down at WLA, or our friends down at Oostburg. So we'll have that for you in the post-game interview with our W7 Sports Player of the Game. Big shout out to Mishicot Girls Basketball Club and Al Williams on their support last night for us. Here, the Detour, always our love to them. They continue to support us in the postseason run. Saturday, sectional final.
What do we got on the line? Not much. A gobstopper?
Nope, yeah, just a little trip to lacrosse, that's all.
Little trip to lacrosse. The D4 sectional final matchup here.
Yep.
Randolph at Mishicot. We don't know a time yet, but we will update you. Should be a good one on Saturday.
Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. As always, for Andy Scarta, myself, Connor DuBois, statistician Derek Tauschik, thanks for watching W7 Productions. Everything we do 100% free, 100% live, and always, always, first and foremost,